Okay, you can. Do we have Officer Mayfield?
I did, Judge. I just saw him. There he is. Good morning, Officer Mayfield.
How you doing?
Okay, this is now being streamed on YouTube. This is well, today is July 26th, 2002. This is 8:30 calendar. My name is Brad Gardner. I'm going to be presiding over this hearing. State of Georgia versus Mauricio Reyes, Mauricio. Last name Reyes. He's charged in warrant number 2022 WA 10966 with committing the offense of battery, simple battery. Mr. Reyes is here present. He's made a decision to represent himself, which of course is his absolute right to do. The state is represented by attorney Laura Allman. Ms. Allman, would you please swear in your witness and present your case?
Yes, Judge. Thank you. Officer Mayfield, will you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're going to give in this matter now pending before the court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. Place your hand down. State your full name for the record.
Officer K. Mayfield.
And how are you currently employed?
With the Clayton County Police Department.
And were you employed in that capacity on July 10th of 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you certified?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have arrest powers?
Yes, ma'am.
And on that date, you respond to 7395 Emperor Court in Riverdale, Georgia?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you responded, what was the nature of that response?
It was in reference to a domestic disturbance.
When you arrived on scene, who did you make contact with?
With the Mr. Reyes' sister, Lizeth Rodriguez.
And did she advise why she contacted law enforcement?
Yes, ma'am, she did.
And what was the nature of her complaint?
She stated that Mr. Reyes and her mom, Miss Guadalupe, were arguing. And in the process of doing so, Mr. Reyes was trying to take vehicle keys from Miss Guadalupe and push her on the ground.
Okay. And what's the relationship between Miss Guadalupe Rodriguez and this defendant?
Miss Guadalupe is Reyes' mother.
All right. And when did you speak with Miss Rodriguez, Guadalupe Rodriguez?
No, ma'am. She wasn't able to speak English according to Miss Lizeth.
So during the course of your investigation, did you observe any visible injuries to Miss Guadalupe Rodriguez?
No, ma'am.
And did you make an arrest decision?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And what did you charge this defendant with?
I charged Mr. Reyes with simple battery under the family violence.
And did he have permission to put his hands on Miss Guadalupe Rodriguez?
No, ma'am.
And did all of this occur here in Clayton County?
Yes, ma'am.
I have no further questions from this witness at this time, Judge.
Okay, can we unmute Mr. Reyes at the jail? Mr. Reyes, you now have the right to ask any questions of this officer, but they have to be pertinent to, relevant to the testimony that he gave. Okay.
Sir, my mother was trying to ask for help.
No. If you're presenting your case,
the officer, right?
Do you have any questions for the officer?
Oh, yes, I do, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Officer Mayfield.
Yes,
well, my mom was trying to ask you a question, but you just took off just like that. Because to be honest with you, sir, I didn't mean to.
I don't know what the question is.
Mr. Reyes, so you're what we call monologuing. A question is, what happened on this day? Did you see any injuries? What did you do after you did? No. Listen, those are questions. But when you say it was raining on Saturday night, and that has nothing to do with a question, you are just giving a story. So you got to ask questions, sir.
Okay. Mr. Mayfield, how come we didn't talk to my mother at first? Because
Say again.
That's it, sir. How come you didn't talk to my mother?
Your mom wasn't able to speak English according to your sister.
Oh,
Yeah.
so what that got to do? She got a translator right there in the house. From my experience, you could use an interpreter, right? You could talk to my sister and to my mother at the same time.
I did talk to your sister. She's the one that told me what happened.
I know she's the one that told you, but my mother was trying to do something else.
So, Mr. Reyes, I understand that. Your point is that he didn't speak to your mother. You believe your mother would have given a different story. Is that your point?
Yes, sir. But yes, sir. Let's put it like that. Yes, sir.
Okay. So your mother can be a witness for you, but
She can.
yes, sir. And that's why it's better to have a lawyer. A lawyer would have spoken to your mother and would have found out this other story and would have brought the other story into court.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any other
Yes,
questions
sir.
for Mr. Mayfield?
No, sir.
Okay. The state rest.
Yes, Judge, and we'll submit on the evidence.
Okay, Mr. Mayfield, you can be excused, sir. Thank you for being here.
I had a person that was arrested alongside Jermaine Robinson. I didn't hear his name called Kevion Buford. He's in it. I arrested both of them together.
Don't have a Buford.
I don't see him on my calendar either.
It may have been bound over. Okay.
Thank you for asking, though.
Yes. Now we need to unmute Mr. Reyes. Mr. Reyes, do you have any evidence that you want to present?
I guess my mother.
Your mother's not here.
She's not.
Okay.
So
Well,
no, I don't. Sir. I don't got no idea.
Okay. The state has submitted on the evidence, and that means that they're not going to make any argument. Do you have any argument, meaning anything you want to tell me about your case?
No, sir. No,
Okay.
sir. There's no argument.
Okay, so I'm going to find that the evidence is sufficient to bind this case over to.
Oh, can I say one question? I mean, can I say something? Oh, one question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I asked my mother if she put the charges against me. She said no, and she also said that she didn't put no. How you say that? Suppose I'm not able to get in contact with my mother, and I asked her, and she said she didn't do that.
So, Mr. Reyes, I strongly suggest that you get a lawyer.
Yeah.
To represent you. I mean, you can have one appointed or you can hire one. But the way that you're presenting your case is not going to be successful in court. And I accept everything that you told me as being true, but I don't have a witness here, meaning your mother, who's the alleged victim, who is willing.
But to be honest with my bad.
No,
To be
you
honest,
just need to do things in the right order, sir. And that'll place you in the best position to have the outcome that you want. But
so
I'm gonna bind this case over to state court. That means your case is just gonna go to the next level. You're gonna get a court date at some point in time when a judge is assigned to your case. In the meantime, if you can't afford a lawyer, you need to make an application to have a lawyer appointed. Okay, sir?
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. This case will be concluded.